Good morning, friends. It's Friday. I have successfully completed another week of school, and this week was a good week. Much better overall week than we've been having. I think the students are finally, sorry, one of my words was crooked. I think the students are finally getting back into the groove of things after Christmas. So much better week overall. Tuesday was a really, really rough day. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? No, Wednesday. Well, Tuesday was rough too, but Wednesday was a really rough day. And thank goodness it was one of our short days because it was rough. I had to contact like 6 parents on Wednesday, and not 6 parents that I would normally have to talk to. My students were just, I think, partly weather. It's been very cold here. And then it's also been rainy this week. So 2 or 3 of the days of the week this week, we have not had outdoor recess. We got to go outside and play yesterday, and I kept them out an extra about 8 minutes because they needed it, y'all. So I think it's going to be a good day. I got a big box of books in. I'm going to show you those here in a second. I'm setting up for my Friday. We have a culminating task today, kind of an assessment for nonfiction text features. So I will show that to you in a little bit. I thought I printed off all the stuff for it and put it in for copies, but it didn't come back with my copies yesterday. So I'm not sure. I make so many copies for my team. I'm not sure if it got copied. So during my planning today, I'm going to go down and make sure it's not down there, and then I'll just make copies for everybody downstairs. What else? We have a spelling test today. We're going to hopefully finish some writing. We were supposed to be doing some research this week, but I also forgot that we have, in the state of Florida, we have access testing, which is testing for our students that speak another language. So it can be Spanish, Indian, anything of that nature. So there's a lot of students that come from a variety, especially where we're at here in Orlando, come from a variety of other cultures. And so we do a testing for them. So that's been this week. And so our writing time has gotten like knocked off because when that happens, we have students in our classrooms from the other classroom, from some of our other classrooms to kind of accommodate the testing. So you can't do things the same as you would because they don't have all their supplies and materials and everything else. So we didn't do writing on Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday was a short day, so we just did journals. So we're going to finish some how to build a snowman writing that we were doing last week, and then hopefully we're going to make snowman. We're going to follow our instructions and like make a snowman, which we did with real snow last Friday. I don't know if I have a picture without one of my students' faces. If I do, I'll insert it here. But basically, if you've never done it, it's wonderful, and the kids always get a big kick out of it. You just mix baking soda and white conditioner. 2 things you can get at the Dollar Tree. I actually had my parents send it in. You just need an insane amount of baking soda. It's like 3 cups of baking soda to like half a cup of white conditioner. And then you mix that up, and that might service about 4 kids, that amount. I had to stretch mine, so I only gave them a tiny little plate of it, and they were just kind of playing with it and feeling it. And it has the texture of what fluffy snow feels like. Obviously, if you add a little bit more conditioner, it gets a little bit more wet. But the kids loved it. They just got to feel what like fluffy cold snow would feel like. I let them play with it last Friday for about 10-15 minutes, and then we followed instructions of how to build a snowman with that snow. Hopefully today we're going to make snowman out of shaving cream and glue and make like puffy paint snowman type things. And then they can decorate them with like little pieces of paper and whatnot. So that's hopefully going to be what we do this afternoon once we finish our writing. So busy day. I'm super excited. I love days like this because it gets the kids doing something. I have to share this. So if you teach older grades, anywhere that you're teaching area and perimeter, I found my tutoring group, we were working on area and perimeter. I have a meeting in like 5 minutes. Okay, so my tutoring group, we were working on area and perimeter, and I found a cool little game yesterday. I will try to link it, the actual game, the website. I'll try to link it in the description down below. It was a free game. It came, like, I think I just Googled area and perimeter games, and it popped up in like the second or third choice, but again, I'll try to link it. It was so much fun. The premises of it is you have a deck of cards. You have it's for 2 people, so 2 players. So each player flips over 2 cards in the deck. So if I had like a 10 and a 3, I have to figure out my area and my perimeter with my 10 and my 3. The other person might have a 7 and a 4, and they have to figure out their area and perimeter. Once you figure out your area and perimeter, you spin a spinner, and the winner is wherever the spinner lands. So if it's the largest area, whoever out of the 2 of you has the largest area wins that round. Whoever had, it's either largest area, largest perimeter, smallest area, smallest perimeter. So there's only the 4 choices. But then whoever wins that round, and then it's after 5 rounds, is the winner. Again, I'll try to link it. I think I might have a picture of my tutoring kids without their faces, so I'll link that here. Y'all, this group of tutoring kids is a rough group. They're really hard to focus. They struggle a lot, and they asked to keep playing it. Our tutoring session time runs from 3:30 until about 4:40, just for the academic part of it. And they asked, after we started the game, I started introducing the game about a little bit before 4, and they started playing probably a little after 4. So they played for a solid 30, 35 minutes, and they asked to keep playing. This group has never asked to keep playing a game that was teaching them something. And unfortunately, we had to stop. And then I also did perimeter people. Again, another free thing I found, and I'll try to link it down below. But if you teach the upper grades, it was so much fun. Basically, they had just a piece of grid paper, and they drew a little gritty person, almost like a Minecraft person, and then they had to figure out their person's perimeter and their person's area. So again, I will link them. I don't think I took a picture of that one, but they had so much fun with that. So yay for those 2 games. When I meet with them on Tuesday, we're going to finish our perimeter people, and then we're going to do like a quick check, like a little exit ticket, to see if they understand area perimeter, because they were really struggling with that, especially the perimeter piece. Area, not so much, but the perimeter part of it, they were struggling a little bit more with. So I think that they got a good grasp of it. I hope so. I had just found that not enough kids play games anymore at home. Like dice games and card games. When I was a kid, I mean, if it was rainy outside, that's what you did. You sat inside and you played dice games and card games. And these kids, y'all, they asked me how much an ace was worth. And then one of the students held up a queen and was like, "What is this?" I was like, "That's a queen." And they're, "What? A queen? What?" Like some of these kids have never seen decks of cards. So, yeah, I'm going to find more games, because it was so much fun in tutoring yesterday. They were relaxed and they cooperated with each other. There was a few little petty arguments that happened during games and stuff, and there was a lot of asking questions and stuff, but they had so much more fun yesterday than what we normally do. So, a good game if you have to teach that concept. What else is going on today? So we're making our little snowman. We have our test. We have an assessment for nonfiction text features. I will explain all about that after I get the papers. You won't understand until I get the papers, and I got to get the stuff out of the closet to rip up for that as well. So yeah, I have a meeting. It's about 7:35 right now. What time is it? 7:40. It's 7:40, and I have a meeting at 7:40. So I'm going to get set up for my meeting, and I will touch base with you during my planning time. Hi friends, so it is my break time. I'm out of breath. Ran down to the office to put in a couple copies. We had to sign some paperwork for our state attendance stuff that we have to do. I had to turn in a few things, so I kind of rushed back up here so that I would have a few minutes to get my room ready. So this morning we are doing nonfiction surgery. And I want to get that set up for my students when they come back in. I hope it works. I was looking for a way to do kind of a check to see if they understand text features, which I feel like my students do for the most part. At least they have a pretty good grasp on it, better than they have had in the past. Like this morning we had library, and when they were checking out books, a lot of them reached for nonfiction books, and a lot of them opened up the book and look at table of contents, look at caption, look at glossary. And they were really excited about it. I feel like they can identify them. I'm just not sure if they can tell me why they're useful, which is okay. I mean, you got to remember these kids they're babies, and most of these kids have maybe half a year school consistently last year in kindergarten. Or I have one new student who has never been in school before at all, and she started in January. So I feel like knowing and being able to identify them and locate them is a start. So I didn't want to just do like a test on nonfiction text features. I wanted to find something that could help them be a little bit more creative, but I didn't want to also do it like a full-on transformation room for that. So I found Nonfiction Surgery. And so they basically, let's see if I can find the paper. It's over here. Oh, my new drawers. Look, you guys. I'll spin you around this afternoon and let you see. My organizational system is working so nicely. I like having these over here. It just makes me a little bit more organized than that over there. I actually sold that to one of my neighbors who wanted to try it out. So this is the paper. I think this is from Pocketful of Primary. It might be a little over their heads, but we'll see. So they're going to cut out a picture of a heading, cut out a caption, cut out a photograph, and cut out a keyword out of some old social studies news thingies that we have. And they're going to tape them down with Band-Aids. They're going to have gloves on in order to do it. It could be a giant, colossal mess. I kind of predict that it might be, but we shall see. Kind of feel like this would be really good for second grade and maybe even third grade. I feel like the older grades wouldn't give a hoot over it, but I feel like it's really good for second or third. And then at the bottom it says choose one of the text features above and explain its purpose. So that's great. I feel like I can just tell them, tell me why a photograph is helpful, and they'll do it if they need some more support. So I need to get set up for that. And then it'll be lunch. After lunch, we are going to try to finish our writing, which is our steps to building a snowman. And then we have we're going to do like a quick math lesson. We're still working on adding without regrouping. We've started with like single digit numbers, and we started sort of getting into regrouping, but I kind of blew their minds. So not just yet. I might wait one more week and see if we can get into that next week. So I think today we're going to do 2-digit numbers, adding with regrouping, without regrouping. Just kind of a mini thing, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to do our puffy activity at the end of the day. So that's my plan. And then before long, it'll be 3 o'clock. Hallelujah. Our wonderful administration got a masseuse. Anyway, we get massages today. So we had to sign up for a time slot for massages because I guess they recognize that it's been quite the year and we're all struggling a little bit. And this is a little treat for us to get a 15-minute massage and relax a little bit. So I'm so excited. I think mine's at 3:30 or 4. So that's where we're at. I am going to get off here. I will, if I can put in a picture of what it looked like for the nonfiction surgery, I will do that. It could be a colossal mess, so we shall see. And I will just check in with you guys after school. The mess that exploded in here, I am going to insert a couple pictures of them doing it. But it's actually turning out really, really well. They just need a lot longer than I thought because they were thrown off by the gloves and the pretend situation. And it's an organized chaos, if that makes sense. This table is just about finished, so they were already kind of cleaning up before we went to lunch. But you can see she's got photograph. I don't know why she has this one on here, but she has her photograph there. She has her caption. So she still has to get her heading. She's still got the extra papers that wanted to get thrown away. So I think heading, caption, photograph, and keyword. So they're doing pretty good. I think keyword is the hardest thing for them. They just don't understand. It's like almost like they can't see the keywords. So that is the mess. I'm going to actually get a few things set up for math and get our writing stuff out. I'll try to show you that here. Just 1 second. Okay, so I'm keeping the lights turned out just because it's lunch and it kind of, it's like a good break for me to have my lights out in here. So this is our writing for building a snowman. The steps for building a snowman. I like the step paper. You know, you can get kind of fussy with how-tos, but this paper I got like my first year of teaching. I think somebody just kind of cut and pasted and drew it out. So it's worked for me every year. They chose the opening sentence, "Do you want to build a snowman?" because they thought it was hilarious. And then they have their transitional words. And then one of my students recommended this for our closure, "Now you have a snowman." And they could have added another type of closure. I wish I would have remembered to put lines on it for their opening and closing. But that is it. And so most of them are to the point where they are working on their final copy of that, and they just have to do their snowman today. So pretty easy. It's not one of those ones where you had to do like a plan and everything else. We did, like, I did a model peanut butter jelly sandwich how to with them, and they thought that was hilarious because of all the instructions they gave me. It was all off. So that's that. I'm sending these home today, so that's, I can get out of my way. Yeah, there we are. Here is a thought, though. If you haven't been through IMSE and you don't have very much of the stuff, or you went through one and you don't have, or you just want to order this book, this is a wonderful book if you're trying to teach your students syllable division. It's basically just broken up by the 6 different syllable types, and then it gives you examples all the way through the book. So we're on blend, so we've been doing a lot of these. And then you can do the sentences. See that? And they're all decodable. So it's just a really great resource. I just had it out because I was using it for group this morning. What else? I think that's all. So I'm going to get set up for math and our end of the day stuff. And I'm going to tackle some of the cleaning in here. And then I'm going to go pick up my kids and we're going to go to recess. So I'll see you guys after school. Hi, friends. So it's the end of the day. I'm just kind of cleaning up. We did our little project this afternoon for our snowman. I don't know if you guys know, if you mix glue and shaving cream together, it makes like a puffy paint. So they turned out super cute. Find one with no name on it. This was my example. I'll hold this up. The rest of them are kind of drying, and some of the kids had a hard time understanding. That's what it looks like. But some of the kids had a hard time understanding not to push the paint or to push it into the paper. So that's one. It turned out really, really cute. And it's just going to go with their writing about how to build a snowman. So they did really well with that. It was like the last 20 minutes of the day. We had ice cream today because it was our ice cream fundraiser for PTA. So about every other week, every other Friday, our PTA sells ice cream for $1. It's our biggest fundraiser at the school because almost every kid buys it. So I know they make a profit. And for our school, for schools that have a lot of Title I funds coming in, that's a great way to do a fundraiser without, sending packets home and doing stuff like that. So great fundraiser. It always does really well. The kids had their ice cream. They have it at the very end of the day when we do our morning meeting at the end of the day. And so it's like an end of the week meeting. So we did that. I'm just going through their snowman writing right now and making some notes. I made myself a new conference notebook, and I just put all of the student names on the side. I'm not going to show you those, but I also put, this is from, I think, Deanna Jump's set. I just put this in the front of the notebook so I can kind of watch out for ideas and things. You know how you always need ideas of what else that you can help a kiddo work on in writing. So I just put that in the front, and I'm just jotting some notes of some things I'm noticing, and then I'm creating groups. Like I have 3 students that need to work on adding adjectives to their writing. So I'm just creating groups for my next week's writing after that. And I actually have my massage in about 7 minutes. So I'm going to go do that. I wanted to show you, I think I showed you their text feature surgeries. They turned out really, really cute. You know, they were able to find, that one's funny. She used one Band-Aid for the little word molt. They turned out really cute. I didn't have them do the bottom part, explaining what text feature would help them with, just because we're going to do that in small group next week, or like early morning small group, you know, when you can fit it in. So we're going to do that then. And I'm also going to do just another text feature check on them on Wednesday. I have this cute little page. I think it's from Lucky Little Learners. Hold on one moment. So anyway, we're going to do another page from Lucky Little Learners on Wednesday, on Groundhog's Day, which hopefully that groundhog does not see its shadow and stays out, and it's winter's over, it's ending, because Florida, we're tired of winter already. It's cold. It's 63, I think, here today, 64. It was nice in the sun, but in the mornings it's been upper 40s, lower 50s, and it's chilly, and I'm done with it. I'm just ready to put my boys back in shorts and t-shirts again. So I am going to go down and get my massage. If I think of anything else, I will touch base with you when I get done. But I think that was our week. I will go ahead and touch base with you about what's going on next week, so you know ahead of time. And then my plan is to get this all edited and up on Saturday. So hopefully my videos will all run on Saturdays, and it'll all be smooth, and we can be consistent, and we're going to have a great spring. So I'm going to go ahead and go down for my massage, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I am back for my massage. I'm trying to get out of here. I just thought I would show you real quick how things are working organization-wise since I updated you last weekend. That is my little red cart drawer, or my rainbow cart drawer. You notice I don't have the other one over here right now, and I'm so happy I don't. This works so much better because now I can have somebody sitting here and they're not so crowded with, you know, stuff over here. I've got my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I have my stack stuff organized for the week. So I have to get that ready for next week, but I'm not going to worry about that today. I can do that Monday morning. It won't take me very long. I kind of just cleaned up this stuff so that over here I could spread that out a little bit more. It's, you know, it's a little cluttered right now because I have just random papers sitting out, but I'm going to clean that off here in a second and it'll be ready to go. And then, yeah, so my other rainbow card drawer is still sitting over there. I did give out almost all of those books that I had gotten last year. I still have some more to give out, but I forgot about them and they're still over there. And then I have my decodables and stuff over there. So, and they're working over there. They're fine. They're next to the other one. So it works, but I just didn't want to deal with both of them over here for the time being. And I did get rid of my long rainbow organizer. It just wasn't as useful as it had been in the past here. This has been fantastic this week. So far, so good on that. So next week we're doing groundhogs. I told you that we're going to continue to do little nonfiction text features. On Wednesday, we're actually going to be doing fiction and nonfiction together. So we're going to be doing like Go to Sleep Groundhog. So I have to switch out all of my Snow Mini books, which I'm still going to leave a couple of them out because they like reading those. But the majority of them are going to go back in my cabinet or into the library. My students today pulled down my shark tent and busted the top of that. So I need to get that fixed. But right now it's got to stay where it is. And I told them it was a consequence. They weren't going to have it for a while. And then other than that, my room is just really messy. So I got to get their spelling tests, take those home to grade, and clean up the last few things. So yeah, everything else is ready to go, and I'm ready to go, and that's where we're at. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.